This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from Lambeau. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. In motion goes the tight end. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set on better for 3rd.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 6-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers now to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Jones diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. And Charles is able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. Back to throw here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was touchdown, Packers! Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Now Rodgers. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Rodgers. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
He's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 152 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. So all the way down close to the goal line. Good blocking up front. Helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him. Gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are once again back in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around. He's got a man, complete. And some space here. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And now the rookie's free. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Falcons. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Nixon now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes, it's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Hey, pick 26. 50.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Rodgers throw complete here to his receiver Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers as his guys are able to extend their lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's 2nd and 8. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Well, he's He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. Now with his third touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Falcons have come back to make it a 2-point game. Now Arthur Smith going to tell the offense to stay put. We're going for 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Nixon now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's caught at the 25. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. As his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away.
Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
2nd and 6.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And he's got it inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 47 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Rodgers again now. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The offense on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's a give up the middle. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. Stop him a few yards shy. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a 1st down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they still got an opportunity.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. Here's Rodgers to throw. Right side to Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Marquise Brown, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. That second down play, that's a -4. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now a handoff running through the middle. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Green Bay, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they go.